Hey guys, I'm Foilin, welcome to Foilin Sensei, and today I have a new Anki deck to share with you. It's actually not that new, it's more like a remastered version of my old deck that I made almost 3 years ago now, called JP Study Buddy. First, a little bit of information about this whole Anki deck. It contains vocab up to GLPT in 2, it contains grammar points up to GLPT in 3, and it contains all the Joyo kanji, so also all the kanji needed for passing the GLPT. It is a very giant deck. The way that I made it was basically look to other decks, try to combine everything, delete the duplicates, an overall cleanup, nicely categorizing it, and voila, we have JP Study Buddy. But I have heard some complaints about this whole Anki deck, JP Study Buddy deck, because it contains a lot of folders. We'll soon take a look at the deck and at the new version of the deck, but first I want to explain why I made so many different folders, and that was basically because I felt that it was probably better to keep everything separate instead of different folders for the more structured overview of everything, but it ended up making everything a lot less readable. But for the people who like the previous deck, I still have the original version inside of the description, together with the new compact version. And personally, I prefer the compact version because when I add new cards, I don't have to scroll through an entire list of folders of where I want, like deck folders, of where I want to add my new cards. So let's take a look at my screen. And welcome to my PC, where you can see we have JP Study Buddy and we have JP Study Buddy Compact. So this is the new remastered version. It basically combines everything into like all the grammar points to grammar, all the kanji cards to kanji, and all the vocab cards to vocab. So let's take a look at how it used to look. Bang! Oh wait, I started these two as well. So as you can see, we went from this whole list all the way down to just 3 tabs in JP Study Buddy Compact. Now the compact version does not have everything inside. If you look at JP Study Buddy, under the kana, the reading and writing, we have Hiragana and Katakana. So I removed the Hiragana and Katakana from these decks because I felt that it's probably not needed for this deck. The reason why I have reading and writing is because I basically delete the writing part. I will only do the reading, so I know how to read the kanji. So that was my reasoning for it, but that adds a lot of extra folders. So if you try to add a card, by example, you see this entire list, and out of this you have to try to find your own folder, so it gets kind of messy. So yeah, that's basically one of the big things I've changed about it. But yeah, one of the great things that I find personally about my whole kanji deck, if you add a little bit more cards, a nice thing about this deck is if you go to kanji, sorry now, so you get your kanji. If you press show answer, you also see the stroke order. This is a custom font. This font is not being used in vocab and grammar, but it's very easy to adjust the cards and add those yourself. The font is normally included in the media file, so you'll be able to use that font for your own personal decks as well. Furthermore, if you go to tools and manage node types, you see this adds a hiragana node type, katakana node type, a kanji node type, and vocab and grammar node type. What this basically does is, if you add some cards here so we can show the example, while studying through the whole JP Study Buddy deck at once, if you study from the main branch, then you will still see what card you're on, because it will say on top. So here it says grammar, at kanji it says kanji, and vocab, if you add a little bit of cards here as well, study now, then we see here vocab. By default for vocab, the hiragana is also included. You can disable that as well if you want to. That's the beauty about Anki, you can easily customize anything that you like. So yeah, that's basically it. The new version is basically a compact version, less folders. This looks a lot cleaner. Maybe you like this whole folder structure. It's up to you. You can decide whatever you want to do. And that's basically it. So like I said before, the links to these decks, both the original and the compact, are inside of the description. And good luck studying Japanese. It's almost a DLPT, so good luck to everybody going for the DLPT, and good luck for anybody studying Japanese. Bye bye.